what is it about the Joker? He's chaos, he's eccentric, he's intelligent, but there are arguably more developed, more explored characters within the annals of DC villainy. Harvey Dent, the Riddler, Harley Quinn, but that's just it. We know them, we know their story. The Joker in comparison is an enigma. He has no definitive origin story. We want to know how this clown came to be so antisocial. What happened to this person to make them such a massive dick? Surely there's some traumatic event, relationship, insert suitable plot device, in his past to serve as a flimsy justification for such behaviour. In this video, we'll run through some depictions of the Jester of Genocide to establish once and for all what it really is about the Joker and who does it best. Full disclosure, I have never watched Cesar Romero as the Joker prior to doing research for this video, so he isn't included in this list. Having enjoyed some nuggets of his performance via YouTube, it's safe to say he really set the tone for all the Jokers that followed. They all took a piece of him, figuratively. Beginning then with Mark Hamill, whose interpretation of the Joker spans across multiple mediums, from the Arkham games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, to TV and film in Batman the Animated Series, Birds of Prey, Robot Chicken, The Killing Joke. If you haven't played those games, by the way, I cannot recommend them highly enough. They're awesome, incredibly immersive, and cross-platform, so whatever your box, get to it. Anyway, Mark Hamill. Now, here we're going by voice alone. Hamill hasn't featured as a Joker in a live-action role unless you're counting Comic-Con panels. And what a laugh. What a voice. Up and down, every line is sing-song. And that defines the character for me. One minute he's high on his own devilry, the next he's bored and looking for the next thrill, but constantly living in his own lullaby. In the Arkham games, I look forward to cutscenes featuring the Joker just to hear Mark Hamill's dulcet tones. He has such fun with the role, and whilst I wouldn't describe the character as fun per se, he's definitely not dull. Many know him as Luke Skywalker, that being his defining role, but ultimately I think the Joker is his crowning glory. Moving on and sticking with voice acting for now, we have Jason Spisak, who features as the Joker in Hush and Teen Titans Go. Whilst his Joker is solid, Hamill is a hard act to follow. He captures the cunning in the Joker's voice, but not his laugh. For me, it comes across as more Mr. Burns mixed with Dr. Evil than the clown. But who am I to judge? It's such a defining part of the character, there's going to be pressure to master it. Cue many nights in front of the mirror laughing like a maniac. What must the neighbours think? Definitely a great fit for Teen Titans though, another gem for DC. If you haven't witnessed the Booty Scooty song, you haven't lived. Only Troy Baker can follow a twerking reference without blinking, and so here we are. The man with 1 million voices, the man who begs the question, is he actually the only voice actor in existence? The man is everywhere in every project at all times. Case in point, the Joker starring in Batman Arkham Origins and The Long Halloween. Baker's Joker goes darker, if that's even possible. He lingers on words, on syllables, and his ability to entirely transform his voice is impressive. You want Indiana Jones, you've got it. Joel fighting fungus in The Last of Us, no problem. He does walk a similar route to Hamill's Joker, but somehow still manages to make it his own. If you haven't done so already, I really recommend looking up some of these voice actors to watch them perform some of the Joker's dialogue. It's really thrilling to witness how much they get into character. Diving into our next Joker, we have Zach Galifianakis, who features in the Lego Batman movie, reminding me bizarrely of Vizzini from The Princess Bride. Perhaps I can blame my speakers for that one, perhaps he's not really even a contender, he's just fine. There's not a lot more to say than that. The animation is cool though. Moving swiftly on, we batwing our way to our first live-action offering, Jack Nicholson in 1989's Batman. When I first saw this movie, Jack Nicholson's Joker terrified me. Granted, I was young and impressionable at the time. We collected those trading cards they released to tie in with the movie, the ones that made Michael Keaton's face smell like bubblegum, because they came with bubblegum. Anyway, Jack Nicholson is a spectacular Joker. I mean, he's got the expressive face for it, for a start. His Joker is ludicrous, theatrical, menacing, unpredictable. What sold it for me was the scene in the late night surgery where the Joker's new face is revealed for the first time. Not to the audience, but to him. He asks for a mirror and out comes the maniac laughter that Nicholson did so well. I wasn't a particular fan of the origin story for this version of the Joker. Before he becomes the Joker, Nicholson is Jack Napier, a nasty piece of mob gangster. It feels a bit lazy. Regardless, he's standout and perhaps one of the reasons they went 19 years before trying the character again. Which is a great segue into Heath Ledger's Joker, who featured in 2008's The Dark Knight. I'm going to be completely honest here. I could watch this movie every day. I cannot fault this performance. From the first line, I believe that whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger, to the little quirks. The licking, his absolute glee at the chaos he causes, the laugh, the giddy voice. Everything about Ledger's Joker captures the character at his peak, his most intensely manipulative, his darkest, most intoxicating moments. You cannot look away. It would have been amazing to see him do a live-action version of The Killing Joke. And he's a very different Joker to Nicholson's. They're both fantastic for different reasons. One's a sinister clown, but funnier, lighter. The other is dark, relentless, just wicked. Arguably the best line delivery as well. Who hasn't tried to say why so serious as Ledger says it? It's a growl, it's a demand, it's a rasp, and it's incredibly quotable. Reluctantly, regrettably, we must address Jared Leto's Joker, who appears in Suicide Squad and Zack Snyder's Justice League. This Joker wasn't going to be an easy job. Nicholson had nailed it, Ledger had nailed it. I imagine he would have done more movies for DC as well. Tricky fourth album, where to go? A cross between John Lydon, Billy Idol, and Ace Ventura wouldn't have been my first choice. Leto's Joker is just annoying. The Joker shouldn't be irritating. He should be a character you can't look away from. He's so cringe-inducing, you just want to give him a slap round the face and tell him to shut the fuck up. He was certainly going for something, but it just didn't work for me. And so we creep over to Joaquin Phoenix, who features as the new Joker in the first movie of the same name, and the recent sequel Joker Folie à Deux. Please tell me quite how bad my pronunciation is there. Now, I like Joaquin Phoenix in this film, but not as a Joker film. I feel Todd Phillips' films exist to justify the Joker's behaviour, and I'm not entirely sure why. I haven't seen the second film, shout in the comments if you have and let me know thoughts, but I really hope it leans into a more conventional Joker. Yes, they grab the origin story from The Killing Joke, but just do The Killing Joke. In terms of Joker traits, Phoenix has the intensity down, the laugh, sort of. Most of those are desperately sad. I don't want to see a sad, grim Joker, I want to see a loopy Joker, making a circus of Gotham. Our last and latest Joker is Barry Keoghan of The Batman. A fresh take again, and one that is elevated by the change in time period. Batman is at his genesis. This Joker too is at the early stages of his notorious criminal shenanigans. This serves the latter character well. We are still getting to know this man. Keoghan crawls his way through the dialogue, seen through a constant blurred lens, as if in the slow process of waking from a good dream. He's enjoying himself, and his performance is brief but triumphant. Here we reach the last card in the deck, Cameron Monaghan, never actually referred to as the Joker in the TV series Gotham from what I recall. In Gotham, he's Jeremiah and Jerome Valeska, given more time to grow into the character who is not the Joker but is definitely the Joker. Monaghan's depiction felt like a combination of Nicholson and Romero with a side serving of Ledger. I didn't really like the way they split elements of the Joker's personality between Jeremiah and Jerome, but if you can't call a spade, it was quite a neat trick. Anyhow, a man with no conclusion to fear is a man with nothing to love. We therefore impart ours. While I think we can all agree Troy Baker's voice is like melted chocolate at a fondue table, it's ultimately Mark Hamill who triumphs as the voice of the Joker. As for live action, it is our dear Mr. Heath Ledger who takes the crown. If I'm wrong, well, I'm not wrong. Feel free to respectfully disagree and be wrong in the comments. And in addition, let me know what I've missed. I know they're out there, yet to be witnessed by my eyeballs. As always, have fun storming the castle. Thanks very much for listening. If you'd like to contact us or check out what we've been up to, you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoyed the video today, please do like it, subscribe to the channel, and ding the bell to receive notifications about new videos. See you in the next one.